Hello. Hey, am I cut in half?
No. Uh, Hi, Mr. Sluber. Sorry,
Slay Hoover, Slay Hoover.
Slay Hoover. Oh, jeez. Okay.
How are you, man?
Not too bad. How about you?
I'm doing good, thank you, man. Christmas just over with. It's a big day because I got a big family. How was your Christmas?
Oh, it was nice.
Good, good. So what's up, man? How are you? How you been?
Good.
What do you got on a Tigers hat?
Yeah,
So
actually.
you're from Michigan,
Um, well, Ohio, but
Ohio. All right.
I
So how
I'm
are you, man? So
not bad.
you interviewed Donnie and Cliff, huh?
Yes,
Nice guys, really nice guys, aren't they?
yes, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, same with.
Can can you hear me good, Jake?
Yeah, I can, Mr.
Okay.
Slay Hoover.
Slay Hoover, ask me anything you want. Go ahead, shoot.
All right, I have the questions written down.
Go ahead.
Were you a fan of Big Brother before you got cast on the show?
No, I've never even heard of it. And I'm not kidding you. I
Oh,
told you I went down to meet my daughter at the aquarium and it was cold. The March day, it was really cold. So they the aquarium was uh it was the pipes had frozen over. So I went over to Quincy Market, which is right next to the aquarium, and waited for her. And the only place open was a thing called Ned Devine's. And there was had to be 300 or 400 kids, 35 and under, all in line. So I cut the line. And this guy come up to me and said, "Who are you?" I said, "Who are you?" And he was the casting director. And he said, "You got to try out for this show." And I tried out, and I got home. I know because if you watch it, the first night when Paul came through the door,
yeah.
I didn't even know who he was. I even say, if you watch my show at the beginning, I said to Cody, "Who's that?" I didn't know who he was. And if I was a Big Brother fan, you would obviously know who Paul was because he was on the season before. Yeah. So I know I never even watched, but I had met Derek when I tried out for the show. When I went in there, Derek was there, and he was really nice and cool. So I knew him. I heard about him, and my daughters were telling me to watch the show because every time I kept getting called back to go to another interview and another interview, I watched a few episodes, but I didn't understand the criteria of the show at all. If you watch me in the season, you knew I didn't know what the hell I was doing. Yeah,
Oh well, it was still it. You were still very fun to watch, though.
entertaining. Yeah,
Entertaining,
entertaining.
yes, very entertaining.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay.
But now I understand it. Now I've watched and I've seen it. So I've seen the show now, and I've watched. I mean, since my season, I've watched every season. And I understand it's much more difficult than people think. You have to remember a lot of the comps because it is the summer in LA. A lot of the comps are done in the evening. Like when I mean the evening, I mean midnight.
Oh wow.
So so the comps are done. You spend all day basically doing nothing because you're just locked in a house. You don't get to go in the yard. Here's another thing no one knows. You only get the option to go out in the yard for maybe 36 hours a week, maybe all day Sunday, half day Monday. But if they're building up those big competition things, you even Monday you don't get. So you only get one day a week to go in the yard. So people think you're in the yard as much as you want. It's not. You're basically in that house. And once you're in the house, um, you have to either get along with people or it just becomes, it's just difficult because you're stuck in there. There's nowhere to go, in other words, Jake. They can't just say, I'm leaving and go. You can't.
Oh,
So, and the way that you have to pass time is you have to just become friends with someone. That's why it's much easier when you're in a showmance. When you're in a showmance, it's much easier because now you have two people, you know. But I mean, of course, I wasn't in a showmance. I was married with 8 kids, 7 kids, so I couldn't do anything. And I think when they keep you there, and then you can't read books, you can't do nothing but talk to them, and then you just became. That's how you get upset at each other. You start finding faults, little things, mannerisms, and little peculiar things. get you madder than you usually would be. So that's, I think, what the show is all detailed for. So by the time you guys see it on TV, we spent all week with each other, and a lot of times people don't get along. Interesting, but yeah,
Very.
yeah.
Oh, no. Also, thank you for doing this. I appreciate
No
it.
problem, man. You're a friend. Anytime you want, just hit me up, DM, and let me know, man, and I'll come on anytime. There's no problem whatsoever. You get good weather out there now. It's nice here in Boston.
Um, yeah, it is surprisingly nice here in Ohio. No snow or anything. It feels like
That's what I'm saying. It's shocking because it was 53 yesterday and it's like 52 today. For like just end of December, that's amazing type weather. You know what I mean? We have got no snow at all so far this year.
exactly. It's weird.
Once I say that, though, you know what's going to happen now, right? A blizzard comes next week. Trust me.
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
change the whole city. And once they on the show, when they deprive you of everything, when you have no time to talk, you don't know what's going on in the real world. I mean, I started going out in the yard, counting how many times the planes would go by to keep yourself occupied. You really can't do nothing. So, I mean, I was friends with Jason, Josh. I was friends with everyone. So I talked a lot in the show. But once it gets down to 10 house guests, then 8 house guests, and you start backstabbing each other, it becomes more difficult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to have a lot of patience, and it's a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. Trust me, a lot. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what do you like on your pizza?
On my pizza,
Yes.
cheese. I'm a plain guy. I eat everything plain. Even in the house, you could see I have periodically I'll have pepperonis, but I just like cheese pizza. I'm a weird guy, really am. I eat everything plain. Look, I'm having these candies. Remember these when you were younger?
Yes, I do.
Love
Bottle
them.
something or bottle caps or something like that. Or...
Yeah. I got it for Christmas yesterday. So I said, I looked down, I got my snack bag. And I said, man, what do I got in there? Look, I got like a bag of candy. So I grabbed these. So I hope it's not bothering you, but I'm eating them. So
No.
let me ask you a few questions. Do you try out for the show?
I've sent in a few tapes since season 16. Yeah, I just they haven't
Okay.
done stuff yet, I guess.
Did you enjoy reindeer games?
Yes, I did.
I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it. I communicated with a couple of people. I talked to Josh and Xavier and a few other people. And I like them all. See, I have no like. I'm not one of these guys because I didn't win. Say this person's terrible and this person's terrible. It's just a game, man. And life's too short. I liked everyone. As a matter of fact, this summer I went to a Ravens wedding. I went to the Ozarks and attended Ravens wedding. So I don't hold grudges against nobody. It was a TV show, man. That's all. You know what I mean? And I think people should get along instead of dislike each other. And there's only been possibly 300 house guests in the history of Big Brother. I
Right.
think they should get along. I don't think they should talk bad about each other or fight with each other. There's just too much hate in the world as it is.
Absolutely.
Don't you agree?
I totally agree.
Yeah. And look, I would talk to you. If I see people, I went to a play the other night and I seen Elf. It was a riot. Oh my God. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Oh, you didn't see the movie Elf?
I saw the movie, but
Yeah. It's basically the movie with an orchestra. So when I was coming out of the movie, there was a bunch of Big Brother fans. And to me, I thought it was fun to take pictures and do things like that. You know what I mean? It could be worse. Could be no one knows who you are. You know what I mean? So I think it's cool. I think I accept it and I love it. I just don't. It doesn't bother me. Like people say, I'm sorry. My daughter and my son wants to take a picture, and I'm like, cool. That's great, man. No problem. You know what I mean? I never say no to anybody. Anybody. There's too much negativity in the world, and I don't need to add to it. Trust me, I want to be positive. And this week is my 5-year anniversary of being cancer free.
congratulations.
That's a milestone, Jack. You know that, right?
Yeah.
5 years. Can you believe it's been that long?
Man,
Unbelievable.
that's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that everything goes good, I go see my oncologist at the end of the week. And then I'm going to start posting and putting more stuff up because I haven't put nothing up on Instagram or Twitter in months and years on Instagram. I'm going to start being more active. You know what I mean? And times get hard when you get cancer and then COVID came and then you're stuck in the house. You know what I mean? You get sort of depressed and anxiety, things like that, Jake. And it just gets difficult. And then you just, the worst thing you can do is just deprive yourself and just hold back. You might as well just, everyone has hard times. You know that, right? Everyone has hard times. You might enjoy what you can and be happy with God's given you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So anything else?
Yeah. I have a few questions if you don't mind.
Go ahead, no problem.
What hobbies do you have?
Hobbies?
Yeah.
I like watching the games. I like watching football games, and I like. I was a basketball player growing up, so I love basketball. Love basketball. I was a ball player growing up. Matter of fact, let me tell you a quick story. I won the first Boston dunk contest they ever had in 1981. I won the whole dunk contest when I was 20 years old. My friend Flash and Smooth came up to my house. They knocked on the door. They took me down. We went down to Madison Park. I won the dunk contest, the first city of Boston slam dunk champ you're looking at right here. Nice. So my hobbies are sports. I have a lot of children, so I mean they're older now, but I like watching them play. I go to games and things like that. Little things. I like to bike ride, but you got to be careful in Boston. A lot of potholes.
Jeez. A lot of potholes?
Yeah, a lot of potholes in Boston. Trust me. Anything else?
Yeah. What geez, excuse me. What kind of music do you like?
Oh, I like soul music. I like the blues, and I like the Delphonics, the Shy Lights, the Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, the Dells. You ever hear of them? Oh, you got to put it on and try it, especially being from Ohio. Come on. You put them up, a few of them. You go to the Delphonics, DELFONICS, and you check out their music. Beautiful. That's the kind of music I love.
All right, cool.
What kind of music you like?
I like everything.
Yeah, you got a good point. Me too. I like everything. I listen to everything. But if I was to lay in bed and listen to music, it would be soul music from the 60s and 70s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool. What was your favorite comp that you competed in?
The favorite comp, my favorite comp when they spun around because Jason Mark had me laughing so hard. But the favorite comp that I competed in was the golf one. You know, when you hit the golf ball, I wore a suit and I pretended I was going to kick it from behind, and they would die laughing. The one Josh won. It's just like a random thing. It's not like you have to have any skill. You just hit the ball, and wherever it lands, it lands. It hits the pegs. Man, you could watch me. I was laughing so hard. I had a suit on the whole time. I played the game in a suit. No one ever does that. Yeah.
Also, your hair is always on point. It looks good. So
thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm guessing, Jake, guess how old I'm going to be my next birthday. I'm older than Cliff and Donnie and all them, like years. I'm going to be 63.
63?
Yeah.
You don't look your age.
That's from having all those kids, I guess. But I'm going to be, 63. Listen, man, I wish you the best. You're a good guy. Anytime you need me, you just DM me and I'll come on and we'll talk. You get the message, stand up anytime you want to. You know what I mean? If I come to Ohio, I'll DM you and let you know, because I came to Cincinnati a few times, and we'll come and meet up and have a good time. Okay?
Okay.
All right?
All right, Kevin.
New Year to you, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Happy New Year, pal. You be good. If you need anything, just DM me, okay?
Okay.
All right. Take care.
You too. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.